Please.
Okay, you're racist.
He's combining a microphone with idiocy.
Enough about me. Let's talk about Amy.
Well, what do you want to ask Amy Schumer? We're just getting to know her.
I want
First
to hear
time on our
about
show.
her comedy special.
Well,
When is the special
That's
air?
April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Yeah.
Which is how long from now? We're in March.
A couple weeks.
About 2 weeks?
2 weeks from Friday, I guess. Something like that.
Yeah, so mark your calendars.
Yeah, we'll check out
Thank
Amy
you.
Schumer on Comedy Central. She's hilarious. You
Thanks, guys.
you bang guys on the road when you're single?
You know what? No, not really. Unless
Why not?
Unless shit's really hit the fan. Like if I'm hooking up on the
Really?
road, something bad is going on.
No desire?
in my life. It's hard. I mean, like it's so much easier for male comics, especially if
why
they
I
drink. If you know they bang a waitress after the show, no problem.
Yeah.
If she opens her mouth and she's dumb, they're like, "What? I'm leaving town Sunday." But for me, it's like once a guy opens his mouth, if he's like retarded, you're like, okay, it's over. My vagina shuts like a steel trap.
Wow.
Thank God I've got that other hole. Like, thank God. But it's an issue. It's an issue. Yeah.
See, it's weird. It's like being in a male-dominated business. Like you got to deal with a lot of creepy shit. That is one thing women have to deal with. The guys don't. There's a lot of creepy shit that comics do. Like, hey, I could maybe we could. It's like.
Oh, really?
But you know
deal
what
with that?
comics like? If a comic's a good comic and they've been around, they're cool usually. It's the like bookers or the club owners,
Right.
who treat you like you're a novelty
Hey,
act. Who's
honey.
just gonna come and just bleed all over the stage. You're like, no, like I'm a comic. Can you just they'll like bring me on stage like this next lady, like I'm gonna do magic. I'm like, can you just bring me up like a comic?
That would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, the
Don't you-
bookers.
Next, we have a comedian.
Right. This lady's funny, and everyone just gets ready for hatred and like to throw tomatoes.
Piss break.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, here we go.
Our next act is really hot. It's like, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Norton.
Well, that's
And they all expect Jim, and then I walk out. Everybody puts their dicks away and gets ready to be disappointed. Yeah, but yeah, and the sexual harassment is, but it's the kind of thing that I'm like, I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. I'll be
Yeah.
like, that booker didn't even stare
It
at
never
my ass.
goes away.
Am I losing
by the way.
it?
It never
It
goes
doesn't?
away.
I'll
No.
be an
You
80-year-old
never
bag
have to-
lady.
yeah, someone will be trying to fuck you.
Oh, I hope
Yes,
so.
just-
Let's hope.
It's just the way men
That's a
are.
nice compliment.
Let's
see?
pray.
Or
That's
wonderful.
a nice
compliment you just
Was
gave
it a
me.
nice compliment?
Thank you.
Yes.
As an
Men will
80-year-old
always try to fuck you, even at 80. Remember that.
Oh, my dreams.
Did you, were you promiscuous growing up? a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, in college, like I had 3 strong years where I did a lot of damage.
A lot of time.
Where girls are like, "What's your number?" Like how many? And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like my sister like brings out a calculator. She's like, "I'll handle this one." I'm like, but yeah, it was like I had a boyfriend, and then I had 3 years. I was like, this is probably when I should do this. And the thing is, in college, I was just drinking my own body weight and eating it. So
great.
I was like another 15 pounds than I am now, running around wearing like animal print and a tube top, being like, all right, boys, let's do this. And
Wow.
I had no idea. I've
So
never.
what was the criteria for like getting in your pants back then? Did you need a sense of humor?
It was
maybe
usually
some good looks?
Oh no,
drugs?
No.
booze?
One time I slept with a guy because he walked up to me in a bar and was like, "When did this guy get here?" And just pointed down, and he had an erection. And I was like, "That's hilarious. Let's do this."
When did this guy get
That
me?
worked?
When did it worked.
That is a great line.
We wound up dating. Like, we lived together for a while. It was obviously a horribly abusive relationship in the end. But I miss it.
Wait, is that what he pointed?
He goes, "When did this guy get here?" Then double pointed down to his penis.
both index fingers.
And
he's pointing
yeah.
down.
Did this guy? Yeah.
I was like, "Can I buy you a drink?"
He is brilliant.
That's
Yes.
great.
That's
Yeah.
a keeper.
Do you know how inspirational that is to men all over that actually worked once?
No, oh my God, do not try
Don't
this, man.
try it,
Do
no.
not try this.
Not
Unless
this
she's a
thing,
comic. Unless she's a comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Wow. Damn. Did you
I wasn't
enjoy yourself or just feel guilty?
What, after sleeping with
Yeah,
guys?
like you know.
Oh, yeah. It was because my self-esteem was rock bottom. That's why
Why
I
is
also have
that?
a lower back tattoo. It just happens. It just happens. Like when you're 18, you're coming from high school where you had a good handle on things, and then you're like thrown back in. I went to Towson, which was at the time voted the Playboy's hottest. So I was competing against 9,000 other girls, most of them from
Where's
Maryland.
Towson? Oh, it is Maryland.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
There's a horrible
Yeah.
gig there. Tracy's at the Bowman in Towson, Maryland.
I never
Off
did it.
695.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Great. Can you get
Was it
Can you get me
racially?
in?
Was it racially diverse?
Yeah. Not. I haven't been racially diverse.
No.
But it was. Yeah.
Thank God.
I just don't want my stock to go down.
Yeah. They call that damaged goods.
Is that what they call it? I'm trying
Yeah.
to keep my stock up.
You're not
Well,
damaged goods, right?
All white
No.
guys.
You're
Not-
good.
no,
She's
yeah.
still good.
I've never
still
gone to the dark side. I've thought
No.
about it.
You know what?
I don't shy away from that porn.
Certain websites I go to that talk about women that have gone in that direction. They call the women coal burners
Wow, I like it.
because it's like putting coal in the coal burning stove.
Yeah, I could see it. The guys at the
Yeah.
cellar, the black guys call me pure uncut cocoa because I'm just scared to do it because, you know, the phrase, like, once you go black, your parents don't talk to you anymore. It's hard. I don't think it's worth it. It might be. I'll find out. I'll probably find out eventually.
All you have to do is watch a few episodes of First 48 or Forensic Files or stuff like that and just see how those relationships go.
Okay,
It's
sounds
usually the
good.
guy in an interrogation room and the girl in a shallow grave.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Oh, the great shows, believe me.
I've gotten into some of the interracial porn.
Me too.
I
Yeah?
never liked it before, but I
Oh, yeah.
I do like to see
It
a white
upsets me.
vagina wrecked.
Why does
Nah.
it
No, it
upset
upsets me.
Interracial porn's all right.
No, it upsets me to watch. I can't
Why?
watch it.
Really?
Why?
Yeah,
Either way.
I just don't like watching. No, the white guy with the black girl. That's take it or leave it.
That's
kind
under
of thing.
comedy.
But like
Yeah,
the
you're
black
like,
guy and the
stop
white
wasting
girl.
her time.
I just sit there and think like, oh, what happened? What
Really?
Yeah.
You can't get
I'm
past that?
horribly racist.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, I just can't.
at least admits it. Most people don't, Amy, so
I
it's
can't
refreshing.
look at that, and if that's what you're into, whatever. Go ahead, have a pisser. But I can't watch it on video without getting like angry.
Yeah, I can see that. Sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, oh my God, like, is he giving her sickle cell? I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor, but it looks like it's an option.
That looks dangerous.
It's really dangerous.
And we got to get into the shoplifting.
Yes?
I was in Atlantic City, and Amy was telling me about her past, and she was a big shoplifter.
Dude, I didn't even
Really?
until you
A big
just said that. I didn't even
shoplifter.
know that about you.
Oh, yeah.
She
You're
was
a bad girl.
She was-
yeah, I'm a
that-
bad seed.
Yeah. Where do we go with this? I mean, where did the shoplift? When did it start?
I started like stealing things. Like when I was the first time I was arrested was in the San Francisco.
The first time. But you didn't hear. The
Arrested.
first time.
I thought my record was clean. I did that show Last Comic Standing, and they were like, okay, the lawyers do a background check. So I had a lawyer friend of mine check me out. He's like, no, you're good. But the NBC lawyers were like, okay, let's walk through your past. And I was like, okay, this is embarrassing.
Memory lane.
At first I was just stealing like things. It was really just for the adrenaline. It wasn't like I was stealing like shot glasses or
You don't
t-shirts
need
or
'em,
bathing
yeah.
suits. Yeah, it was just, and then it became, I was kind of like, I had runners. Because you could return things for cash at this place in Baltimore. You could just return things and they would just, without a receipt, anything.
Wonderful. In
So I did
Baltimore?
it enough.
Great.
I mean, you could go in and be like, this was $1,000 and they give you cash. Like it's Vegas. So then I started having my friends in college. I'd be like, okay, you return this for me and I'll give you $20. So they would hand me 500 and I'd be like, here's for your troubles. It was
Wow.
bad. Kenny right now is like the cop in him just wants to kill me.
Yeah.
No. Cop and him wants to steal just like that.
Yeah, so I wound up being arrested when I was like 21 or 22.
First time?
No, but this time it was like
That was the big
not
one.
just
Yeah,
disturbing the
she
peace.
had a big one.
It was grand larceny.
Yeah.
And that's an adult
What did you
and
steal?
everything.
Just like a lot of stuff from Bloomingdale's.
Okay.
And it was like, but I was with my cousin, and she was like really emotionally disturbed at the time, and she had a shoplifting problem too. So we were in the back, and like this guy comes back, really cocky, like he's wearing my boots, and he's like, "So, why'd you steal from my store?" And I was just trying to make her laugh. I'm like,
Well-
"Well, Mr. Bloomingdale," and what they do is they lay out everything that you've stolen, so they can like find out how much it is. And I'm like looking over, like, where were you going to wear that? Just like trashing what each other was taking. So yeah, but I didn't wind up, serving any time.
Wait, how did it work? I haven't gotten stopped in so many years. So you're putting all this stuff in a bag?
I would, like just bring it, maybe 2 of it into the dressing room, and then take the tags off, and leave something in there, and
Isn't
then
that so obvious?
walk out with a shopping bag for years and years. Like,
Wow.
yeah, no, I would
Years.
literally say
Wow.
at least $100,000 worth of stuff. I